So how much does it cost you to sell your home here in Indianapolis? That's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this. We're going to jump into that right now. So at the end of the day, what is it going to cost you to sell your home? Assuming you were going to hire a realtor to do the job, these are the 3 typical expenses that come up during the process. The first fee that typically comes up is your agent's commission. Now, it is your responsibility as the seller to hire the agent that works best for you. Here in Indianapolis, typically it is between 6 to 7% of the sales price. Now, just know we don't keep the full commission ourselves. We do have to split it with the buyer's agent who brings the buyer, along with we have our fees within our own brokerages. So people think we get to keep the full amount and we're just driving Ferraris. That's not the case. One day, if I can get permission from my wife. I don't even know where I'd park it. Number 2 would be your property taxes. Now, here in Indiana, we love doing things backwards. We love to mess with everybody. We do this with everything. So why not do it with our taxes, right? So our property taxes, we pay them in arrears. That means we're paying last year's taxes this year. So imagine you're a buyer, you're purchasing a property and you close the property in March, and then in May, when the tax bill comes, you have a bill from May of the year before. So as a seller, you're going to credit the buyer those taxes for the full year at the closing. Now, the good news is for you, if you had a mortgage on the home and you were paying your monthly payments, your lender has been saving that money in escrow to pay that May tax bill. So typically about 30 days after the closing, you're going to want to contact your mortgage company and figure out what their process is, but they will send that money back to you about 30 days after you sell your property. So property taxes, I like to estimate about 1% of the sales price for your property taxes. And number 3 would be title fees. And again, I'm not going to break down every fee that's associated with selling your property. Your agent can run a net sheet to kind of break those line items down individually, but just know it's about 1% of the sales price as well. Now, there are additional costs associated with selling your property depending on the way the offer is written. If you get an offer that the buyer's asking for, let's say closing costs or home warranty paid by the seller, those are all in addition to the expenses that I just went over. So your agent should run a net sheet and run all those numbers for you so that you can see where you stand after the sale would be final. So at the end of the day, what does it cost you to sell your property here in Indianapolis? It's typically anywhere between 8 to 9% of the sales price. That is a good way to do a quick estimate so you can figure out about how much it would cost you to sell your property. So if you would like to find out how much your home is worth because you're thinking about selling sometime in the next 6 months or so, feel free to click the link below. We would be happy to do a free home evaluation for you so you can determine if now is a good time for you to sell your property or not. As always, thanks again for watching this video. I just got the call that I gotta go pick up my new Ferrari from the dealer, so we'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, I just have a random question. How much would it cost for me to come in there for about 20 minutes? I'm definitely not gonna be making a purchase. I don't think I can afford a Ferrari, but I want people to think that I can. So I just wanna come in there, take some pictures, throw it on the gram, see if I can get some followers, and kind of go from there. How much? Just $1,000 just for 20 minutes? Are you serious? Okay, yeah, never mind. Yep, never mind. All right, thank you. Shoot, let's cut that.